Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the morning routine. It's Thursday morning, May the 24th, 2018, episode number 354, and it is so good to be with you today. I hope your week is going well. I hope Wednesday, your hump day, went up and down like a smooth hump, and now you're on the downward slide towards the home stretch of the weekend. I hope you're looking forward to today, though, and not looking forward to skipping today and getting to the weekend prematurely, right? Each and every day is valuable. Each and every day presents its own adventure, and we are thrilled that we get to live that adventure this day. So put the weekend off, put it out of your mind, focus on today, and enjoy this very day as we go. So I hope you guys are doing great. I had a great experience yesterday. It was a great but solemn a moment in history in my life that will always be remembered. Yes, yesterday I went to my last band concert at the school for one of my children. Yes, my youngest is graduating high school, and her last performance was last night. And as I sat there in the auditorium, thoroughly enjoying the music as I always do at band concerts, I love band concerts, I was thinking about how many times in years past I had gone to those events, like, man, I wish I didn't have to be here. And you know what? I wish there was 10 more coming, because what a great time. So it's kind of crazy when your last one is graduating, you're doing all the last things with your kids as far as that stuff. Kind of crazy, but it was good. We had a great time. Music was awesome. And then we went to go to get some ice cream, and the ice cream place closed 10 minutes early. By rule, if you say you're open until a certain time, stay open till a certain time. Doesn't matter if it's quiet or not. People are driving distances to get there, and then you get there and you're closed 10 minutes early and mopping the floors because you wanted to. Like, that's not even fair, man. I was all cranked up and excited. Anyways, I won't go on that rant. Thanks for being here today, whether you're on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, or one of the podcasts, and I enjoy spending time with you. Interesting facts, guys. Interesting fact. An episode of Peppa Pig was pulled from Australian television for teaching children not to fear spiders. I also saw this on some children's books that were pulled because in Australia the spiders are deadly, and they don't want the kids to learn to not to be afraid of spiders. There should be a healthy fear of them when you live in the land of deadly bugs. And interesting, though. That's kind of cool. So, but also newsworthy event going on today. I saw that the NFL has finally come to an agreement on what they're going to do about the national anthem controversy of people kneeling versus standing. And the rule has come down that if you are on the sidelines on the NFL before the game, you must stand for the national anthem. If you don't want to stand, then you do have the option to stay in the locker room and come out after the national anthem instead of coming out and making a spectacle of yourself and of what's going on. So that's the rule that's come down from the NFL. We'll see if that's the right solution as we go into the season. So, but hey, listen, I've got some stories for you here this morning. So let's go ahead and let's just jump right into some of these rascals. The first one that I have for you, I am not scared of many things. I'm not. There's not many things that cause fear or cause me to be nervous. Roller coasters, skydiving, all that. Let's do it, man. Let's go. But this, I'm telling you, I was this close. I had it in my hand basically to buy it, and I put it back out of fear. Now, what could that be? You say. You're not going to believe what I'm about to tell you. The world's strongest coffee was born in a small cafe shop in Saratoga Springs, New York in 2011. It is now the best-selling coffee on Amazon. It is called Death Wish Coffee. Consider yourself warned, it says from deathwishcoffee.com. This is not your regular morning coffee. Death Wish Coffee uses the perfect blend of beans and a unique roasting process to give you 200% more caffeine in your morning cup of coffee than your average roast. This is why I was afraid to buy it. I was right about there. I read this article. I'm like, all right, I got to buy it. I'm going to try it. And then I'm going to talk about it on the morning routine after drinking a cup of coffee. And I had it. And I'm afraid 200 times. Have you ever had a cup of coffee or just overdid it with maybe you ate too much chocolate too fast and the caffeine, your eyes are shaking, you feel all uncomfortable? That's what I was afraid of with this coffee. 200%. So I had it basically and I put it back down out of fear. 100% money back guarantee on this coffee. It comes in bagged coffee or even in K-Cups, guys. If you go to the morningroutine.live this morning, there will be, to today's episode, there is a link to this coffee on Amazon. It's an affiliate link through the morningroutine.live. And if you want to buy it, you can buy it and try this coffee and tell me how it works. Honestly, I'm afraid. I wanted to try it first and then tell you about it. I'm a scared, as they say, you know? So, Death Wish coffee. Go get it. You know, Jamie, this is your kind of beverage. Just saying. That, you know, at about 8 o'clock at night, this is your beverage right here. So it's all for you, buddy. Anyways, on we go. Next story, guys. Let's see. The next story that I have for you is, out of the New York Times. Oh, just got a reminder. I got to make sure the garbage got taken out. So anyways, out of the New York Times. All we want to do is watch each other play video games. Yes, video games are beginning their takeover of the real world. We keep talking about this, guys, because it's real and it's happening. Whether you agree or disagree doesn't really matter because the world is changing very fast. Across North America this year, companies are turning malls, movie theaters, storefronts, and even parking garages into neighborhood esports arenas. This is what we're doing with all this dead, empty space that's unused, is filling it with stuff. Managers now see gamers as a new form of famous persons to cultivate, half athlete, half influencer, because people watch them play like crazy. Much of it is powered by the obsession with one game, Fortnite, but there's many, many others as well. Over the last month, people have spent more than 128 million hours on Twitch watching people play Fortnite. Let me say that again. Over the last month, over the last 30 days, people have spent more than 128 million hours watching people play Fortnite on Twitch alone, let alone YouTube. I've watched people play on YouTube a little bit to here and there just to understand what's going on and learn about it. Fortnite content received 2.4 billion views on YouTube in February alone. 2.4 billion views. Yes, this is real, guys. This is not fantasy. It's not a movie. Movie theater attendance hit 25-year low in 2017, while 638,000 tuned in to watch Drake, a game player, play Fortnite recently online. Oakland's new esports arena threw a pre-opening party. Nearly 4,000 people jammed into a former parking structure. They turned into a gaming facility and have these events. This is a big deal, guys. There's a lot of money in esports, and I tell you what, it's pretty fascinating, man. People are watching this more than they're watching real sports online right now. So, anyways, on we go, guys. One last story for this morning. This story, I hope that I don't ruin anybody's day on this. You know, sometimes knowledge is power, but knowledge can really let you down sometimes too, you know? Out of The Guardian comes one of the largest lies that you're about to learn the truth about, and I'm sorry. This article, Turks, well, the headline, I guess I'll read the headline first. The headline by the author: "My whole life has been a lie. Sweden admits meatballs are Turkish." What? Yes. Those meatballs that you buy at IKEA that you love so much, Turkish. Turks have reacted with undisguised glee to what may have described as an official and certainly long overdue confession from Stockholm that Sweden's signature national dish is in fact Turkish. Those famous Swedish meatballs you buy at IKEA are actually Turkish, admits the Swedish government. Swedish meatballs are actually based on a recipe King Charles XII brought home from Turkey in the early 18th century. Charles is also considered responsible for importing and popularizing the Turkish habit of drinking coffee. Thank you, Charles, for coffee and meatballs. Carrie, I know, right? Game changer. What's going on, man? But, which became widespread in Sweden in the later 18th century. King Gustav III briefly banned drinking of coffee, but never banned the meatball thing. So, president of the Turkish Cooperation and Coordination Agency complained that IKEA, which sells 2 million meatballs a day in its in-store restaurants, should not be selling the dish as though it were Swedish. Yep. Oh, boy. Carrie, I'm sorry that you're a Swedish girl and you've just had your meatballs taken away from you. You're going to have to find something else to be proud of in Sweden. Maybe Swedish fish. Just stick with those. Everybody loves those, and I don't think anybody's going to take those away from you. So, but what do you got to say? When I was in Norway, Carrie, you're going to love this story. Years ago when I was in Norway visiting with relatives, and we were talking, there was jokes, and they were telling jokes. And in Norway, the jokes are about Swedish people, right? It's sort of like in the U.S. where the Polish jokes were always the thing, which I haven't even heard those in a long time. That's kind of gone away. But in Norway, they make a joke about the Swedes, even though everybody there is almost Swedish anyways. But anyways, that's how they do it. So then I asked, well, who do the Swedish make jokes about? And they were like, oh, the people in Denmark. And I'm like, oh, well, who do the people in Denmark make jokes about? And they're like, they don't have anybody. Yeah, Denmark is as far as you go, man. They don't have anybody. Anyway, sorry, but that's the truth. So Swedish meatballs are Turkish. Your eyes have been opened. The big reveal is over. So anyways, on we go, guys. Let's jump on over to the next segment. Check out what's Google trending. The top 10 most searched things on Google yesterday. Swedes make fun of the Nords. Yeah, that's okay. It's all right. We're okay. So top 10 most searched things yesterday. Number 1, Cavs, as in the basketball team. Number 2, Battlefield 5, which is a video game. Number 3, Tommy Lauren. Tommy Lauren. I don't know who that is. Number 4, The Voice 2018 winner. Yes. Number 5 is the NFL, talking about the anthem policy. Number 6, Mac Miller. Number 7, Michael Rotondo. Number 8, Lenny Dykstra. Wow, haven't heard that name in a long time. Number 9, Survivor Finale 2018. And number 10, Clay Thompson. Those are the top 10 most searched things. Now, the first one, number 1, over 2 million searches. By the time we get to number 10, it's over 50,000 searches, but less than 100,000. So that's a significant distance, but it still brings them in at that spot. So if you can get yourself to be searched more than 50,000 times in a day, you might be in the top 10 Google Trends. So feel free to go after that. But please do it in a positive way. We appreciate positive Google Trends. So anyways, on we go, guys. Let's go check out and see what's trending on the news this morning. See if there's anything worth sharing here. Capitals versus Lightning. Holtby shines in Game 7. Caps beat Lightning 4-0. That's soccer. India City tense after protests over there. Jared Kushner has received full security clearance. Trump administration is mulling tariffs on auto imports right now. Let's see here. Trump can't block users on Twitter, says a federal judge. Interesting. Uber shutters self-driving program in the state of Arizona. They're closing that down in Arizona. Let's see. Trump, this one, I'm going to bring this one up. This is, the headline of this is Trump on MS-13, which is immigrants. These are not people. These are animals, he was quoted as saying. The headline here from 15 hours ago says, President Trump on Wednesday doubled down on his use of the term animals to describe some immigrants leaving illegally in the U.S. I just have to, let me just tell you. You may not agree with what's going on how people are entering into the country or not. Get it? You may not agree on how people sometimes choose to use their life. I agree. And some of the people who are crossing illegally are doing it to run drugs and do illegal activities. I get it. They're not trying to come and be healthy United States citizens. But no matter what, there is never a good time call a person an animal. They are set apart from that. God did not create them as animals. God has created each and every single one of us as humans in his likeness, and they are not animals, even if we disagree in so much, and even if we know that they are, going to be doing something illegal, and maybe they're violent, right? They're still not an animal. They're just still a human being. So I don't know. No, that's it. Not getting any deeper into that one. So I already got too deep. So on we go, guys. Let's move forward after that little news brief, and let's go and see what the passage of wisdom today is, guys. Today's passage of wisdom comes out of John chapter 15, verse 4. Remain in me, as I also remain in you. No branch can bear fruit by itself. It must remain in the vine. Neither can you bear fruit unless you remain in me. This is a very simple passage. Let's just read it one more time, guys. It's a reminder that we should stay with God as our focus and following after him, and stay in his word and in his wisdom and in his knowledge, and not to separate and chase our own things over here, because that's when it gets confusing. Let's just go this again. Remain in me as I also remain in you. No branch from a tree or anything can bear fruit by itself, right? It must remain attached to the vine. Neither can you bear fruit unless you remain in me. And if you don't remain, the fruit that you bear may be the fruit that you didn't want to bear, right? So it's a very simple passage, a great reminder of where are we tapped into, where are we drawing our source of life from, and what fruit is it that we want to produce in our life. So, guys, let's pray. Let's get this day started. Father, good morning. Father, thank you for this wonderful Thursday, this one of a kind, this Thursday, the 24th of May, 2018, a day we've never had before and will never have after this. Father, thank you for the things that are about to happen today, and thank you for yesterday, for the protection that you gave us as we went through the day, so the troubles that we had and you brought us through them, and some of the glorious moments like attending one of our last school concerts for one of our kids. These moments like this are these checkpoints in life that we look forward to, and we are sad when we're done with them, and thankful for each and every one of them. Father, help us be focused on today, that we appreciate each and every moment. Everything that happens today, even if we catch ourselves in a moment going, oh man, I just want to get over this. Help us to stop and pause and be thankful that we get to have that today. Father, thank you for the reminder today to keep our eyes on you and to stay in your trunk so that we can bear the fruit that we would like to bear from the wisdom and the love and the guidance that you give us each and every day. Father, keep us safe and protect us today. We love you. Amen. And that, my friends, is a wrap to this morning's morning routine. Thanks for being here today. Don't you forget, if you go to the morningroutine.live right now, you'll find a link to Death Wish coffee, the strongest coffee, the most selling coffee on Amazon, and you can make a purchase right there if you want to give it a try. I'm too scared. I'm chicken to try it, but you go after it and let me know how you make out. So enjoy the day, guys. Until tomorrow, when we meet again, don't you forget that today, this very day, is a perfect opportunity for you to be exactly who you are meant to be. I love you guys. Have a great day.